Hi everyone, it's Mila here. I hope you're all having an awesome day. And welcome back to Cozy Gaming Mondays. Even though today is not a Monday, we might need to change the name of this series. Anyways, so in today's episode, we're gonna check out a new upcoming farming slash life sim game called Gods Fabled Soil Frontier. This game is still in early development, but I figured that today we could check this game out together. It currently doesn't have a demo or anything, it only has a Kickstarter and a little trailer, but as I do always like discovering new cozy games, I figured what a better way to spend a cozy evening than checking out a new upcoming game. So we're currently here on Soil Frontier's Kickstarter page. Shall we check out the trailer first? Let's do that. Okay, so to the typical farming sim fashion, you do move away to a far away land to start your farm. The farming looks really cute. Also, let me guys know what you think of the art style of the game. It is very Story of Seasons like with the 3D. But yeah, the farming looks really fun. It seems like there's a lot of different crops. I see some potato looking thingies. The chunky chickens are kind of everything. And yeah, those cow looking things, they're just so cute and chunky. I'm also curious to see what other animals are gonna be in the game. And the characters have these like elf looking ears, so there is a bit of a mystical, magical element to this game, which I really find interesting to the typical farming sim style. And yeah, that is like the early first impressions trailer. What do you guys think? I think the more I look into this game, I'm getting like really hyped about it. So yeah, this game is developed by Zoe. Not sure how to pronounce that, so sorry. But yeah, it's developed by one person only, and the game obviously is currently on Kickstarter, so this is where I'm finding most of my information. There also is a community Discord for the game. So let's look into this a bit more. Obviously, there is like all the stretch goals here, but before we go into that, let's check more about the game. Sow life back into the lands for an open world fantasy farming experience like no other in God's Fabled Soil Frontier. Answering a call for help, you'll venture to the long abandoned Paleto town where neglected farmlands, empty streets, rundown buildings, vast open landscapes, and a great deal of mystery call out to you. Mayor Bolquito and the few remaining residents yearn for a savior, somebody to breathe life not only into the old farmlands but into the town itself to hopefully restore it to its former glory. As your newly acquired farm finds stable footing and Paleto Town stumbles upon a new life, you'll have the chance to offer permanent residence to an abundance? Oh my god, I can't pronounce that word. To a lot of unique characters who all seek a fresh start for themselves. While not tending to the fields, taking care of animals, or moving in new residents, there is a massive open world to traverse and explore, secrets to uncover, and mysteries to solve in Soil Frontier. So, from this little snippet from the Kickstarter, I can already tell that rundown buildings means that we're gonna be probably rebuilding Paleto Town, which to me it sounds very good. I love this kind of, I don't know, you move into an abandoned rundown place and you have to like start from scratch and build everything from ground up. So yeah, that definitely seems like one of the aspects of the game that you kind of need to rebuild the town around you as well. Obviously there's going to be a lot of mystery, and it has this like fantasy magical aspect to it, which is really fun twist for a farming sim. And obviously, the elephant in the room is the massive open world, which I'm really curious to see how that's gonna work. It sounds very interesting and something new for a farming game. So I'm definitely curious to see how that's gonna like tie in, how that's gonna work. Definitely something new and innovative. Haven't seen that in a farming game yet. So, farming and the farming aspect of this game is gonna be completely different, or at least different to the normal farming life. So, it's gonna be complex, fun, rewarding, ever changing farming system. Crops aren't season dependent, they're condition dependent. This means that although any crop can technically be planted at any time of year, each crop type requires a bare minimum and or maximum set of conditions in order to survive. That means that you have to pay attention to the moisture level, sunlight, temperature, and so on. This sounds very interesting as well. These are the two main aspects of this game that really caught my eye, the open world and the farming thing. The farming sounds really interesting, and I really want to see how that's gonna work. It obviously sounds like there's a lot of different things that you have to pay attention to, which sounds fun, but also I'm thinking like, how much is that gonna be taking your playtime? Like, is it gonna be like very farming sim, kind of farming sim, if you have to pay attention to the farming a lot? Although I'm sure like once you get the hang of it, you'll be better at it. But I assume like in the beginning, you're probably gonna mess up your crops a lot, or at least you have to be like really careful with them. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting mechanism for farming and something like different, which can be a lot of fun. Also, it's really funny to see that the crops are not called like tomato and cucumber, but grumato and rucumba and so on. And also the animals are not named traditional cow and chicken. Also, what caught my eye is that there will be some magical items in the game that can help you farm, or at least make the plants survive the conditions that they're not used to survive, or they're not supposed to survive in. So I'm also like very curious to see how this like magical aspect is gonna show up in the game, like how much magic is there gonna be. But yeah, that we'll see how that goes once we get a bit more info or gameplay the game. On top of that, there is going to be fertilizers, pesticides, trimming, climbing plant structures, hiring helping hands, worker animals, and so much more in the farming system in the game. So it definitely is very different from the usual farming sim farming. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how it's gonna turn out like. So yeah, here we can see the pets and livestock. I think right now the main focus is on the chikus and camus. And for example, there is a mention of hoggles that kind of seem like they would probably be like some sort of pig. But the animals look so cute and chunky. I'm all here for it, and I can't wait to see more of them in the future. And obviously in this section, it also mentions that when you are rebuilding Polito Town, you can, for example, build an animal shelter, and that will be the place for the more cuter pets in the game. Although the chunky chickens are already cute enough for me. Okay, one thing that I really like is the character customization. You can see there is a lot of different outfits, and I have to appreciate that it's not like all farming related clothing, like, you know, overalls and stuff, that there is actually like really cute outfits coming to the game. And the best part is that there will be like a possibility to create basically any color by tuning the hue, lightness, and saturation, so you can create any hair, eye, or skin color, which is great. I think more games should have this option, so you can really customize your character and recreate yourself if that's like something that you like to do. And one fun part is also that when you see a new NPC in the game, and if they have an outfit that you really like, it will at some point pop up in the store so you can buy it and wear it yourself, which is like a really fun little detail. So if you like see a cute dress worn by an NPC and you want to wear it yourself, that's going to be possible. Crafting, I think, was pretty straightforward, nothing life-changing here, but yeah, crafting is like, do you guys like crafting in games, or is it kind of like a jarring task for you? I'm somewhere in between. Like, I hope there will be bulk crafting, let's put it that way. Okay, rebuilding Polito Town. The farm you begin your new life on isn't the only scar of these lands. As the old days grew older, fewer and fewer people would call this place home. Signing a watertight legal agreement, you've agreed in return for the deed to the old farmlands to invest your heart and soul into rebuilding Polito Town. So you'll be collecting raw materials for whatever buildings that you have to rebuild, and there will be a variety of building mini games, which sounds really cute when the days on the farm are slow. There will be obviously a ton of new friends that you can make in the game, and yeah, I really like the art style of the characters. It's very like fantasy, but still very cute. There will be also some sort of combat aspect to the game. And then there obviously is the open world, which is gonna be huge. And apparently there will be a lot of things that you can also do in the open world. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Although, yeah, it's kind of interesting to have a farming sim with an open world. It also mentions that if you're playing with combat toggled on, so I can only assume that maybe you can toggle on and off combat, whether you like that aspect of the game or not. But yeah, there will be like enemy camps and dungeons that you can find valuable loot in. And some of the other things that you can do in the open world are riding around a tame pongon bird, shooing pesky urchins away as they steal electricity from the power lines. And there will also be some sort of museum that you can refurbish. So it seems like there is a lot to offer in this game. Obviously, this is still in early development, as I mentioned in the beginning, so things might change as they go, and this is not like a final version of the game, definitely. So once there is more info, I'm definitely very keen on trying this game out and seeing like how it's gonna actually be like. But at least for the Kickstarter, it looks and sounds very, very good. There is a lot to it, so I'm just very curious to see how the game will come to life. But sounds very, very good. So on Kickstarter, it mentions that the alpha version might be available early 2023, and roughly a year after that the complete game will be released. So there is still a lot of time before this game comes out, and yeah, the timeline might obviously change, but I'm definitely keeping my eye on this game. Let me know what you guys think of this, and if you would like to see eventually some sort of let's play or first impressions once more stuff comes out. Hopefully some sort of demo is gonna be out very soon. Tell me what you think of the art style, and what do you feel about the open world? That's like a very interesting thing for a farming sim. But as we do have like combat and a kind of a fantasy element, it might work well in that kind of game. But I'm really, really curious to see how that's gonna like turn out. How it's gonna work. If you do want to check this game out on Kickstarter, I will have my link in the description down below. If you want to find out more information, or if you want to support the game by backing it up, obviously do your own research and read through everything very carefully if you decide to do that. But it sounds very, very good, and it is written that regardless of the Kickstarter campaign, the game will be developed, as it is a passion project of the developer, which sounds really cute, and we are all here for solo developer games because I don't know, they usually are very, very good because obviously usually that one person puts their heart and soul into the game. So we will definitely see Soil Frontier on the channel sooner or later. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this little cozy gaming first impressions, or even like early first impressions. Can't wait to play this game. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you have any questions, comment them down below as well. I feel like I'm sure I forgot something. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.